Hi, Sadaf. My name's Daphne. I'm one of the essay correctors here at IELTSpodcast.com. Really good to have you with us here on the course. I got your results before, so well done. And I know you want to increase from your 6.5. Okay, so the first essays here just give us an idea for a start. Okay, the second essays you're going to do after this will give you a framework to work from, which I think will help you a lot in terms of organization. Because for me, the biggest problem with this essay is that there's a lot of ideas, but the ideas don't move, don't flow very well one to the other. It's also very long. You're on 400 words. You don't need to write so much. You can stop at 300. If it's good, yeah, you don't need to keep going. You don't get more points for writing a longer essay. It's very important to understand that. So some people think schools have to be more entertaining, others think their sole purpose is to educate. So schools have been the main source of education for many decades and will always will be. Okay, I don't think you need that. Okay. However, the techniques of teaching is evolving depending on technology. You don't need a pondus on technology. And in turn, the method of teaching as well. Hence, school could be entertaining, but at the same time, educate pupils about subjects, facts of life, and more. Okay, so yes, but I think you don't need to give me so much almost. Schools have been the main source of education for many decades. However, techniques are evolving, so plural verb are evolving. Maybe you should say thanks to technology, and in turn, the method of teaching, and as well the method of teaching. So you need to kind of address the title here. Although some teachers prefer to teach traditionally, others enjoy this new technology. You need to kind of get this idea in here that some think that and others think that. Then you need to give me your opinion. Yep, so in the introduction, I need your opinion. And then I need you to introduce this essay. This essay we'll discuss. Okay, so that's very important in the introduction. So the next module you watch, this is going to help you sort that out. Firstly, schools across the globe are, verb, noun, agreement, trying to maintain standards of education no matter what tier the school. Okay, the motive of the school is to provide the best possible education along with best possible education. You don't need that because this is a key to this education. Is a key to life, and schooling is very important to teach. Maybe not to nurture, but okay. I were going to say to teach a person to be responsible, disciplined, and respectable individual. Okay, just note down the corrections as we go through. Schools can be hectic. That is not relevant to this essay. Schools are adapting, so many schools are adapting to using technology and making studies more entertaining. Okay, rather than this word, you should have maybe interesting and exciting. So we're not going to use the word in the title, we're going to use your vocabulary and keep the pupils connected and occupied. Good. Best example is how. Just go is how many students are asked to take iPads or tablets to school to encourage rather than to make learning, maybe to encourage more practical, interesting, and entertaining lessons, learning. Yeah, and then you want to have therefore. So, and you don't need that, but you want to have in here maybe therefore. By simply including an iPad, students could be not only motivated, but learn in a more creative way. Okay, and that sorts out that paragraph. Then carry on. Secondly, the sole purpose of school is not just giving education, but making sure, ing, sure, the pupils are learning, understanding, adapting and implementing what? Implementing what? The topics. Schools are considered the primary institution. Yes, I mean, yes, but you don't really need that. You could say teaching students in a more varied way, or teaching them it doesn't just have to be how you teach them. It could be they're learning different subjects even, while keeping them occupied and entertained, could generate more outstanding results rather than just limiting teaching to. Yes, I don't think you need that. I would just say limiting teaching to exams as a final outcome. Now, be very, very careful here, Sadaf. This is a trick. Although it says using examples, it does not want your personal example. Okay, you need to, you've already watched this module on the course. This is at the beginning of the course, all about examples. Please watch that module again. Don't use personal examples. You need to transform and depersonalize your example. So my experience at school was the best experience of my life. Okay, so this is not appropriate for an IELTS essay. Okay, you need to say schools in my country, or schools in, I don't know where you are, sorry, schools in, I don't know, the UK I'm going to use because I'm here. Okay, most schools in the UK now, it has been shown that most schools in the UK now include 3 hours a week of sport and music in order to add diversification, something like that. So that is my example, but it is not about me. In conclusion, schools are and will have the sole purpose of education, although they may be more successful if they include a variety of other activities as well. Okay, yes, and it could make education more interesting. Okay. All right, so good start there. There's lots of good stuff in your essay, but I can see lots of ways to help you improve. So that is also good. Okay. Okay, doing a development with a child. Right. Now, I'm wondering again, have you listened to Ben's modules on these? Because Ben's modules guide you very, very carefully on how to write these essays. If you haven't, please go back and have a look, because that is quite an important part of the course. So child development can be enhanced in various ways and techniques, which involve activities such as drawing, craft, and drawing, craft, or reading. Don't use that, not formal. Now I want your opinion. Enjoying activities and reading both have their own benefits, and both are equal. Yeah, but for the sake of this essay, it's difficult to argue equal. You're better saying to what extent. You totally agree, you partially agree. Yeah, you need to have your opinion in here. And then you need to this essay. Introduce the essay. Primarily, the best approach to interacting with the child is by showing pictures which attract the child to identify colours, flowers, or animals. Don't use that. Creative learning has many different elements. Many of which could be achieved by playing in fields and parks, playing blocks, or colouring. So just use 3 things. Don't use this. And these activities could contribute to child development and helping them to learn and understand as they grow. Stop. These are all essential for cognitive development of a child. Okay, that's fine, because I'm stopping there because it's a bit long otherwise. Now, be careful here. Don't use a personal example. Take this idea of interacting and school activities. So you will need to transform this example, saying young children are able to learn team building and gain confidence by taking part in a simple brick building activity, which teaches them patience, yeah, well, and this team building. Yeah. Okay. So, and then you can say, therefore, it could be said that. So you just to do with the coherence and the structure. I'm not worried about this. I'm sure you can do this. So if you're going to have primarily, you need to have second. In contrast, don't say in contrast to the above. In contrast, reading is also an essential as an enjoyable tool towards child development, because reading helps the child to learn how to pronounce words, which in turn helps them to communicate. Helps them in communication, either to communicate or in communication. This is so you don't need to repeat. This is key in order to express feelings, and is important. You can't have that again. Important. Why? To build interpersonal skills. So get this back to skills. Reading builds knowledge and encouraging children. Yes. Additionally, so reading, yeah, okay. And again, so I'm really sorry. This is very nice, but you cannot use a personal example. So you need to transform this example on, yeah. So a recent report showed that including bedtime stories in a routine or in a child's routine helped not just in learning words, but also improving pronunciation. Yeah. So you can, it's easy to transform it. Just remember you should step away. This is an academic essay. It doesn't want your personal example, really, even though it says it does. In conclusion, encouraging children to enjoy activities and reading are important tools for their development. Opinion, again, reinforce your opinion, encourages the child and builds confidence and helps them to communicate. Yes, okay, nice. So you've got some really, really lovely things in here, Sadaf. I think this is going to be nice working with you. I hope the correction has been useful. Please make a note of my comments, rewrite some paragraphs. I'd really like you to rewrite these examples so that you feel more confident. Go back to Ben's modules earlier in the course and just check those out so you really feel happy with what you're doing. Okay, well done. Stay safe. Thank you.